box to the technical trader, TechTrader.com. It's Monday, January 27th. These are the charts of the day. Very difficult day on Wall Street, but we had stocks that did very well today. Let's take a look at some of the day trades. AKRO, for example, exploded. The only problem was it was mostly on the gap up. There was a little bit of a pullback opportunity to buy it in the high 40s, low 50s. It did spike to 60 somehow. Let's see, what was the high? 64.86, and then came down and coiled the rest of the day. I would watch this one carefully. The news was big. It set a new all-time high. With that kind of volume of 19 million, we may see a follow-through. I would look for something in the high 50s, low to mid 60s, and we get through that, maybe more. ALHC, as you can see, has been in a rising channel since April. The recent breakout of the wedge, particularly that day here when it went from 1191 to 1364 on 5 million, triggered the move of the following 2 weeks, including today's action, where we had a bullish engulfing bar, 14 to 16, finishing a nickel off the high up 98 cents, 6.5%. Target 18-19 zone. BWTX exploded 2 days ago, pulled back on Friday, had a bullish engulfing day on a really nasty day on Wall Street. For this stock to be up 670 or 58% on 15.3 million was an accomplishment. The test of the highs, probably 29-ish would be a target. Let's go with 24 and 29 going forward. EVER with a big pop to resistance today, maybe coming out of a flag after a big run up and a pullback for 6 months that consolidated the move. Looks like it may be ready to get going again. Any move above today's high of 21.33 could or should run it up towards 24, 25 zone, maybe even as high as 28. The JG with an explosive move early on, went from 6 to 21.50 pre-market and backed off. But I want to point out that it's at the highest level we've seen in a couple of years, and there may be an extension that takes this one to retest 21.2 and maybe in the high 20s. NVDS with NVIDIA coming down hard. This one had a breakaway gap and traded 7 million, which is big volume for that stock. An extension would take us to 31.5 and maybe as high as mid 30s. PBI exploded a couple of days ago and then had a follow through a couple of days with a nice extension today of 75 cents or 9% on almost 5 million. Looks to me like the extension target has to be close to 10, and we get through that one. We're looking for 14. RDW had a spectacular engulfing bar today after coming down and reversing from 19.5 to 24.5, finished 22.19, up less than a point, but 4.5%. Mine was solid, 3.6 million. This one's now accelerating. It could very well move into the high 20s. TKNO in a beautiful rising channel for the last 6-7 months had a big bullish engulfing bar today, made a new high and then backed off. So net on the day up 8.5% or 69 cents, but finished substantially like $1.60 off the high for the day. So we'll have to see if there's a follow through, and if there is, a retest of the high at 10.25 is warranted. Beyond that, maybe we'll get to 12. And finally, TREE lending tree had a solid performance today after breaking out and pulling back for a couple of days. Today, reversal bar in a big one, 41 to 50, finished 49.25 up 780. A 19% gain. Volume was 750,000. Looks like we could get a follow through to get up to around 54, and maybe the triple top can be tested at 61.2. And that's a look at some of the hot stocks at TechTrader.com. Good night, everybody.